Hi, my name's Tammy. I work for Salt Lake County for the library department, and I am at the Whitmore branch. I'm also a certified yoga instructor, so I am glad you are here today for class. Before we head to our mat, I thought I would give us an intention or a mantra. So often when yogis practice yoga, we like to have an intention, a reason that we're practicing, or even just something to focus our thoughts on and continually bring our mind back. So the one I would like to offer today is pretty simple and basic. It's I am. I am, and it's all about breath. So the yoga poses and yoga came about in India where they spoke Sanskrit. That was the original language of yoga. And so if you want to add some Sanskrit into your practice today, I am can be pronounced as so hum. So you say so as you inhale and hum as you exhale, which means I am. You can do it silently or you can recite it out loud periodically throughout your practice. So hum. I am, and it's all about the breath. So this mantra helps to connect people, us yogis, to the present moment through the breath. It is the sound of the breath. Inhale, so, exhale, hum. The body is always in the present moment. It is our mind that drifts. So during class today, if you feel your mind drifting, come back to that mantra, I am, so, hum. All right, let's head back to our mat and get started. Let's start in a wide-legged child's pose. So let your knees go out to the long edge of your mat. You're going to sit back between your heels. Walk your fingertips up to the top of your mat, and forehead can come to the mat. If your hips don't go all the way back to your heels, they're lifted up a little bit, no problem. That is totally fine. Just come kind of into your own shape of child's pose. You're welcome to close your eyes. Come back to your breath. And notice your breath. And say, I am. If you're comfortable with a little Sanskrit, you can do so. Hum. So. Hum. Then rock your forehead from side to side. And then when you're ready, coming up to tabletop position. We get this one in every time. On an inhale, cow pose, drop your belly. Gaze goes up, tailbone goes up. Exhale for cat, tuck your chin, and arch your back. And flow through this about 3 times. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. You can go as fast or as slow as you like, just matching it to your breath. After about your 3rd or 4th round, come to a neutral spine. An extended tabletop, so right arm goes out. In front, palm towards the midline, left leg back. Flex your toes back towards your body, gazes straight down. See if you can find some stillness. On an exhale, curl under so that elbow touches knee underneath your belly. Extend back out. Let's do it one more time. Extend back out. Return to tabletop. Other side, left arm forward, palm toward midline. Right leg back, flex your toes back towards your body. Gaze is down, so if you can find stillness. And then exhale, curling under, elbow to knee. Extend. Again, elbow to knee. Extend. And return. Nice. Puppy dog pose. Keep your hips high above your knee. Then walk your arms forward and drop your forehead down to the mat. Hips are still high. Press the inside of your shoulders into your armpit, down towards the mat. Fullest expression has chin to the mat rather than forehead, so you're welcome to try that. On an inhale, coming back up. I really like that pose. It feels good stretching out my shoulders. Let's stretch out shoulders a different direction. Thread the needle. So inhale, right arm up, gaze to follow. Exhale, thread the needle. Right shoulder goes down, right side of the face. And wrap your left arm around to your back. Anytime we come into a pose, you can close your eyes or just have a soft gaze. Let's rewind, plant your left hand, inhaling right arm up and back. Other side, inhale left arm up, exhale thread the needle. All right, let's rewind, plant your right hand, inhaling up and tabletop. Nice. All right, tuck your toes, down dog. Hips go high. Pedal out, bend one knee and then the other. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Press your chest towards your thighs. Hips are up. On an inhale, right leg rises, three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands, come up onto your fingertips and just rock forward and back for a moment. Dragonfly twist. Plant your left hand, right arm goes up. Return back to low lunge. Step forward, bring your left foot up to meet your right and forward fold. Hang heavy for just a moment. Inhaling, rising up to Tadasana, standing mountain. Couple shoulder rolls here. Inhale, extended mountain, arm circle sweep up and overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, back up, extended mountain. Steeple grip, biceps to ears. Exhale, bending over to your right. Gaze is up and to the left. Inhaling up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, extended mountain. Stargazer. You're going to release your fingers, interlace them at the back of your back. Bend your elbows, and then straighten. Press your hands down. Shoulder blades pressed together. You're going to puff up your chest and gaze up. Nice. Bend your elbows, release. Inhale, back up to extended mountain. And exhale, forward fold. High plank, step your right foot back, followed by your left. And exhale back to down dog. Inhale, left leg rises, three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips again and rock forward and back. Dragonfly twist, the right hand down, left arm up. Back down to low lunge. Inhale, stepping forward, right foot comes up to meet left. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling up to Tadasana, standing mountain, shoulder roll. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling up. Steeple grip on an exhale this time. Let's go left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale, extended mountain. Stargazer, interlace your fingers, bend those elbows to start. And then straighten elbows, press your fingertips down, shoulder blades come together, puff up your chest, gazes up. Bend your elbows, release. Inhaling up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high plank, left foot goes back, followed by your right. Exhale to down dog. Nice. Walk your fingertips back to your feet. So you're in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Tuck your chin a little bit and let yourself hang heavy. If your fingers touch the mat and it's comfortable for you, you can just leave your fingers right there. If fingers don't touch the mat yet, sometimes this forward fold feels really awkward. So a really great option is ragdoll pose, where you reach for opposite elbows and your hands frame your head. And then once you're here, you can just do a little warming up here. Gently stretch, gently sway your torso from side to side. You can nod your head yes or shake your head no. You're welcome to stay in ragdoll pose. I'm going to release my fingers. That feels better for me. But a lot of people really like ragdoll, especially if fingers don't come to the mat yet. It kind of gives you something to do with your arms. I think it's a lot more comfortable. All right, release your ragdoll. We're going to reach back behind and hold on to either our calves, or maybe you can get your hands down to your ankles or your heels. Tuck your chin and then gently pull. We're trying to get our chest closer to our thighs. We're also trying to lift our hips up and lengthen our spine down so our head gets closer to the floor. Beautiful. All right, let's release that. Walk your fingertips back up to the top of your mat, find your down dog, and we are going to move on. On an inhale, right leg rises, three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, stepping forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to Tadasana. We were just there. Shoulder roll at the top if you like it. Feels good for me. All right, we're going to do a little series and add on as we go. So, warrior one, step your right foot back, 45-degree angle. Hips come forward, lunge in your front leg, arms overhead, palms towards each other but not touching. So your legs are going to want to be on like railroad tracks, a narrow railroad track, but not a tightrope. They're not lined up. There's a space between them. On an inhale, warrior three. Bring your hands down to heart center. And we'll launch off that back leg. Make a capital T with your body. Flex your left toes back towards your body. Try to raise that heel, but drop your right hip. If you want, you're welcome to extend your arms forward. Find your biceps by your ears and come to that steeple grip. On an inhale, crescent lunge. Gently set your right foot back behind you, arms overhead. Nice, and crescent lunge, we're up on the ball of our foot. We're trying to get heels stacked over toes, but that doesn't always work for people. All right, inhaling, step forward, Tadasana, standing mountain. Nice, other side. Left foot goes back, 45-degree angle, warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Bring that left hip forward, right hip back, bend your right knee. Make sure you're breathing. Warrior three, bring hands to heart center, inhaling as you launch off that back foot. Find your warrior three. Inhale, crescent lunge, bend your right knee, gently set your left foot down, arms overhead. Step forward, Tadasana. All right, let's add on. Inhale, warrior one, step your right foot back. You're just here, warrior one. On your next inhale, warrior three. Exhale, crescent lunge. All right, and now we add on. Inhale, forward to staff pose. Left leg is straight. Bring your right leg up and forward. 90-degree bend at your knee. Flex your right toes back towards your face. And exhale, Tadasana. Other side, warrior one. Left foot goes back. Pull that left hip forward once you get situated. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Inhale, staff. Exhale, Tadasana. Good. Again, warrior one, the right foot back. Get your feet set up and then pull that right hip forward. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhaling staff. And then we'll add on again, figure four squat. Bend your left knee, cross your right ankle onto your thigh, hands to heart center. So you're squatting down a little bit, you got your leg crossed. Figure four squat. And Tadasana. Nice, other side, left leg back, warrior one. Inhale, warrior three. Crescent lunge. Inhale for staff. Exhale, figure four squat. And Tadasana. One more time. Right foot back, warrior one. Warrior three. Crescent lunge. Inhale, bring it forward for staff. Exhale, figure four squat. All right, and our last add-on here is a cradling figure four. So we're going to bend down so that we can cradle this right shin. So your right knee goes on the inside of your right elbow. Your right foot goes on the inside of your left elbow. And you interlace your fingers in front of your standing shin or behind and gazes down. Nice, let's come up to staff pose where we were. Woohoo, with grace, right? And Tadasana. Nice, all right. Last time, other side. Left foot back. Find your warrior one. Warrior three. Crescent lunge. Inhaling for staff. See if you can bring that left foot all the way up without touching down. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Exhale, figure four squat. Once you have it, let's cradle that left leg. Left knee into left arm, elbow. Left foot into right elbow. Interlace your fingers in front of standing leg or behind. Gazes down. Inhaling up to staff. Exhale, Tadasana. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up and overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high plank. Step your right foot back, followed by your left. Exhale to low plank, chaturanga. Hug your elbows in tight. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Nice, beautiful, good job. On an inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, scorpion down dog. We're just going to open up our hips so they're facing off to the right. Bend your right knee. Drop your right heel by your right glute. Nice, return to a three-legged down dog. And then down dog. Other side, left leg up. Scorpion down dog. Returning to your down dog. Inhale, right leg back up, three-legged. Exhale, lizard. Bring your right foot on the outside of your right hand. So you've got left hand, right foot. Drop your left knee and tuck your left toes. You can come onto the knife edge of your right foot. Let your right knee fall away from you. And then you're all set up for lizard. If this is enough, stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, the next step is getting forearms either down to a block or down to the mat. And then we're going to stay here in lizard for a few moments. So you can come back to your breath, come back to your intention. I am. It's all about breath. Chanting so, hum, brings in mindful awareness. I am all that is present. I am all that is whole. The one breath in me is the same as the one breath breathing us all. All right, when you're ready, let's come up. We're going to move to half splits. So bring that right foot in, right knee in. Bring it inside your hands. Maybe forward a little and shift back. So left hip is over left knee. Right leg is straight out in front of us. Fingers are tented on either side. Really press your right heel down into the mat so you get a really long stretch on the back of your leg. Then if you like, you can straighten your spine and exhale, fold a little deeper. Trying to fold rather than curl. So you have a neutral spine and it's folding rather than, it's not really a cat back, right? It's more of a straight spine. A lot of us will naturally start to do the cat back, but see if you can work on lengthening and folding. All right, we're going to do a big transition here. So bring your right hand over, everything is moved over to the left. We're going to shift, lift your hips up, and come to Skandasana. So we're going to get a lunge in this right leg. Our left leg is straight, toes are pointing up, hands to heart center. If you're up really high on your right toes, you can sit back on a blanket or a block. We'll stay here for a moment. This is called Skandasana. Nice. All right, big transition again. Plant your hands and kind of rock back onto your booty. And we're going to rotate. So our right heel is on the outside of our right glute. Left leg is out straight. Knees are together if they will let you. I'm going to scoot down a little bit. If that hurts your knees, then open it up. Listen to your knees. Way more important than lining them up or going deep is be gentle with knees. So this is half hero's pose, and we're going to recline it. So you can put your hands back behind your fingers towards your feet, if you want. And just feel a stretch here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you go down onto your forearms. You'll feel a stretch along your right thigh, all the way across your knee. So again, be gentle. And you'll start to feel a little bit of an arch in your low back. If this feels okay and you want to go even deeper, then you very gently lower all the way down. Bring your arms up over your head, reach for opposite elbows like we did in Ragdoll. If your knee is comfortable, then try to keep your legs zipped up. All right, when you're ready, let's come up slowly the way we went in. Nice. Gently get that right foot up in front of you. Shimmy a little bit so you're sitting up nice and tall. And let's fold. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, forward fold. If you can't reach your toes here, perfectly fine. This is a great place to use a yogi strap. If you don't have a yogi strap, then a towel, a belt, a dog leash, you wrap it around your foot and hold on to that rather than your feet. And then it kind of gives you some leverage. Just gently pull. You can feel like you're making a tiny bit of progress in the pose. On an inhale, let's come up and come to boat pose. So shift back onto your tailbone. Spine is nice and straight, shoulders are down, belly engaged. So that's the most important part, is to keep that straight spine. Toes up, to eye level. You can hold on to your shin, the back of your thighs. You can extend arms out with palms up. If you're feeling great with your core right now, you can also straighten your legs. But if straightening your legs means your back starts to round, then come back out of it. So whatever level you're at is great. Boat's pretty hard core work. All right, cross your feet. We're going to roll forward, come onto your hands and knees. Step back into down dog, and we'll do the other side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, lizard on this side. So step on the outside of your hands. Drop your right knee and tuck your right toes. Open up your hip if that feels okay. And then, okay, my block's right here. You can come down and put forearms on a block. Maybe you go all the way to forearms on a mat and rest your forehead on a block. Maybe you stay up on hands and that feels plenty stretchy for you, and that's great. Not a wrong answer. The lizard can be very uncomfortable. If there's sharp pain, lift up, don't go so deep. If it's uncomfortable, that's okay. Come back to your breath. When you're ready, let's come up. Gently bring your foot and knee back in. Bring them to center. We'll come to half splits. You're going to rock back, so right hip is over right knee. Left leg is straight. Point those toes up. Dig your heel in. Lengthen your spine and then fold. Not really rounding, fold. So if you start to round, to go really deep, then that's not the point. Try to get a straight spine. And it's going to round a little bit just naturally as we work on getting a straight spine. As I lengthen, try to straighten my spine, that stretch on the back of my legs. It's way more intense. So that's sort of why I'm working on the lengthening my spine, even as much as I am going deep. I feel like I get a better stretch lengthening than I do just like rounding. I really don't feel a whole lot here. I feel way more this way. So kind of play with that and see how it feels. All right, we're going to carefully get to Skandasana. So get both hands over here to the right. You're going to lift up, rotate. So the lunge is in your left leg. The right leg extends out straight, right toes are up. You can always keep fingers on the ground if you feel precarious. You can also always grab a block and sit on a block. Hands to heart center. I can get up much straighter if I'm sitting on a block. Ideally, you want that heel down, and that means bringing the weight back. It's a lot of flexibility in your ankle, and I would say even here in your hip, being able to get that leg up. So often if we sit on the block, we can bring that weight back and kind of get our feet lined up. If you don't want to block, then you can play with wherever you're at. I tend to tip forward a little bit more, help find my balance. All right, big transition here as well. We want to come to that half hero's pose. So I like to drop my booty all the way down, and then I shift. So my right leg is out straight, my left heel is on the outside. I can line up my knees, but I really don't have knee problems. I'm lucky that way. So if you need to keep it really open, be really, really gentle with those knees. That's way more important than any other part of this pose. Sorry, gotta get myself room. Okay, so if this is enough, stay here. If you want to just barely recline, you can rest back on your hands. But then kind of puff up that chest so you're not really collapsing. And this actually gives you a real nice stretch coming off of your shoulders down your arms. All right, you can come down to forearms. And if you want to go all the way down, gently lower. Find that ragdoll arm pose. Reach your opposite elbows above your head. So you'll feel a really big stretch along the top of your left thigh, across your knees, and you'll feel a little bit in your low back as you're doing a little bit of an arch. Next, all right, when you're ready, gently come up the way you went down. So come to those forearms and then up to hands. Nice, straighten that left leg out. Shimmy a little bit, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to forward fold one more time. Inhaling, arms up, and exhale, forward fold. You have pain in your low back, you can hold on to your heels rather than the balls of your feet, and it moves the stretch down into your low back. On an inhale, coming up. You can turn on your mat. Oh, I guess you don't have to. Soles of your feet to touch. Knees out wide. It's called bound angle. I like to hold on to my toes and just gently bring my knees up and back. All right, one more pose here. Well, maybe a couple. All right, let's do turtle, and we'll do a twist, and then we'll get. Always got to get some twisting in. Okay, so for turtle pose, I bring my heels away from my body, of a nice diamond shape. Take my forearms, tuck them underneath my shin. You're bending forward. Forearms come down to the mat, hands come down to the mat. If you want, you can tuck your chin and drop your head. See if you can get your head down by your toes. Beautiful. Inhaling up. Come to easy seat. Cross your legs. Inhaling, arms up and overhead, and exhale, twist. Left hand over to right knee. Right hand goes behind you. You can place it down on the floor, kind of like a kickstand, and gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist the opposite way. Inhaling back through center one more time. Twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, up through center. And exhale, hands to heart center. You're welcome to lay down on your mat and come to a Shavasana if you would like. For a few moments, stay and rest. Come back to your breath. Or if you're ready to move forward, that works as well. So again, my name is Tammy. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The love and breath in me sees and recognizes the love and breath in each of you. Namaste.